first chance I've had to get out all season. It is April 28th, and first nice stretch of weather we've had here on the North Coast. So I'm getting out. I got a couple days off. I'm going to get after it and see what we can see. The bears should be moving. I drove past several clear cuts on the way over, and they've got just the perfect bright green grass shoots poking up, and there's skunk cabbage blooming down in the swamps and stuff. So bears are going to be moving today. It's like, I don't know, depends on if you're in the shade or not, but 60 to 70 degrees. Just a beautiful day. So I got to get some gas for the generators when I get back to the house. And then I'm going to go run up the woods just as fast as I can to the same spot I killed my bear last year and see what I can find.
So last night was about as unproductive of a night as you can imagine. I got into my spot and there's just nothing moving. There's not really any fresh grass to speak of in there. I think it's just too high, and they've been snowed in the hills up here for so long that I just don't think the grass has gotten a chance to sprout. So I came here a little bit lower, and you can see, I mean, it's fairly lush. And so I'm at this gate that I've always kind of wondered about. I figured, what the hell? I'm gonna go give it a little look-see. And judging by Onyx, it shows a road that comes off of this main line. So let me show you the skid road I'm dealing with right now. That doesn't look a whole lot like a road to me. So just bushwhacked my way up, got onto this other road system, popped out on this nice neat little landing. So this looks promising. This is the kind of stuff you want to see. How do we do that? Roads like this with this neon green grass. Hopefully I might find some sign along the way. That would be encouraging. Cramming Natalie. Old timer once told me that if the buzzards were out, bears would be out. Well, I question myself as a hunter sometimes. I've hiked 3 miles into this clear cut, and it's pretty awesome. And a lot of elk trails, and finally seeing some fresh elk sign, which I haven't seen much of. But as I'm skirting this clear cut, trying to get to a landing, you know, I'm stopping and glassing when things catch my eye or whatever. And well, right about where that log is, 4 does just stand up and take off. That's 40 yards away. Walked 40 yards of 4 does. Never saw them until they started running. It was supposed to rain the next morning, so I slept in and took care of some chores. As we ran errands, my wife spotted this giant just 300 yards off the highway and in a place I've never seen a bear in my life. This has got to be one of the top 3 biggest bears I've ever seen, but he was safe and sound behind the no trespassing signs and locked gates, so all we could do was watch. So, got off work and blasted down to the coast. Turns out, old friend of my dad owns a piece of property that butts up to the sinkhole. And so it's saved me several miles on my hike. So, John, if I kill one in here, I'm gonna owe you the rest of my life. It's day number 3 in the sinkhole. We came in here last night. I bumped the bear out. I never actually saw it, I should say. Today, I got in here and within an hour, spotted a bear down in the sinkhole. And I thought it was the same bear. It wasn't very big, so I just watched it for a while and let it go. Standing here trying to keep warm. It's this wind and this misty, heavy fog or whatever you want to call it. It's just killing me. I'm standing up, keeping my toes from going numb, and I see another little bear go squirting through. And come to realize the first bear I saw today was not the same bear. It was bigger. Not very big, but bigger. So I still got faith that I will be able to kill a good bear out of here this year if I'm just patient long enough. I've seen bears every time I've come in here, and confirmed multiple bears now, which explains how so many of these stumps are getting ripped up like that. The one I'm standing on. So I'm cold. It's foggy. Can't hardly even see across this 400-yard clear cut now. So I think it's time to get some gizzards and hit the road. It's a valiant effort, fun weekend, and found my little shortcut to get in here. So I'll be back. Well, that's the first little bit of excitement for the day. I was feeling good about being in here. At this point, I almost expect to see a bear whenever I get in here, but just keep cruising down that ridge. And she was on a mission. I mean, she didn't slow down for hardly anything. But I don't know if you can hear it or if you could hear it, but while I was watching her further up to my left down that ridge she was heading, I swore I heard I'm in a new little honey hole today. At least I hope it turns out to be a honey hole. It's a cut that's in the same system as my sinkhole. I got a hot tip from a local who lives in the area. Suggested it would be worth my time to at least make the trek up here and look at it. And found a dandy pile of poop right smack in the middle of the road, almost still steaming fresh. A track that was larger than my 300 Win Mag bullet. And this place is pretty rad. It's about perfect with reprod and feed, the kind of reprod and feed that I like to look for. It's got two good tree lines, one of which I can see a sizable ways into the shadows. The only thing I don't like is this wind is not perfect. I heard something behind me a while ago. Could have been a giant bear. Alright, this happened super quick. I gotta shoot a bear right in front of me right now. I'm gonna try to get set up here. I just saw him go down. I just saw him go down. Man, this is my last guaranteed day to hunt today. And I was torn back and forth between which cut to go sit on. I'd seen some fresh sign in here. And I knew it was a bigger bear, older age class, which is what I was after. You know, I wasn't going to shoot any bear, but this one, he's going to make the cut. He's not like, I'm not rewriting any record books here, but he's a solid bear. And he's right down here in front of me, 170, less than 200 yards. Man, what a season. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself in that I wasn't, you know, some natural bear hunter. I've had to figure out a lot of this on my own, and just doing my own homework and, you know, talking to anybody I could, studying everything I could find, and then putting in the hours of just the applied technique and practice, you know, has paid off. Yes, you know, I've killed a few bears and one enormous one. Insert picture. But you know, that even that big bear, that was a lot of luck involved in that. Oops. Even my big bear had a lot of luck involved in it, so it's rewarding in its own right to actually to hunt an animal, the type, the class of animal I've wanting to find on my own, you know, according to plan is the biggest part, you know. Like, I've put in the time studying maps, scouting, burning brute leather, just doing work, and it's paid off. It's paid off again. I could have killed a lot of bears over the last few years, but they just weren't the kinds that I wanted, or, you know, just didn't work out for whatever reason. But it's finally coming together for me. Hey, look at that. Yeah, that was not far at all. Looks like it crashed into that stump and blood all over it. And let's go get our hands on this guy. He's done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good boar. Good bear. Not a bad shot if I do say so myself. There it is. Man, dude, he's got a noggin on him. This is a good bear. This is a good bear. Holy smokes, man, I couldn't be more thankful for this. This is incredible. Man, I get this stuff off. Oh, smoke. Holy smokes, man. I don't even know what to say right now. Look at those claws. Yo-ho. Man. Whoa! This is a bear, baby. I'm trying to get this set up so you guys can see here. What a tank, buddy. Oh my God. I can't even move him. I can't even pick his head up. This, folks, is a bear. This bear, I'm gonna guess, is over 300, because I mean I can barely move him. Ugh. But man, just look how thick his shoulders are. Man, that's one of the biggest things I look for in a bear. You look for big shoulders, big wrists. Look at that. I mean, I can palm a basketball. That paw is at least 6 inches across. One tiny little star on him. But look at this melon. He's got scars on his nose from fighting. Look at him, chompers. Oh, buddy. Look at this guy. Look at his melon. Look at that. Look at his ears ripped up. I mean, split clean wide. Man, dude. This is a bear. Oh man, this is what I've been waiting for. Holy smokes. I'm gonna try to get a couple pictures at least. And I gotta get to work. I'm gonna be here a while. Oh. Oh, that took way longer than it should and always does for me, but trying to be careful, trying to save the hide, as much of the fat as I can, because I mean this fat's really like white gold. It's like nothing else. The best stuff to cook in. It's got a unique flavor. I've heard of people putting it on popcorn as a topping. I haven't tried that, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. One of the most miraculous things about bear fat is my sweet little daughter has a terrible patch of eczema, and there is nothing that will touch it except bear grease, rendered bear grease. No, nothing else. You put that on there and it clears it up within a day. It's really a wonder drug. I've got that whole orange bag over there. It's probably at least 15-20 pounds just of nothing but fat. I need to go home and clean up. So now I got to get this out of here. I got about 1.5 miles back to my truck, and this is going to be at least a 3-tripper. So here we go. So here's me. Remember, I'm 6'2". My feet are at his tail. Jesus, I don't fall off. I think he's bigger than even I thought. What I'm doing here is I'm packing everything from where he died up to the landing, because this is nasty stuff. I'd rather take more trips with a lighter load so I don't twist an ankle or blow my knee out again in this crap. And then once I get up to the road, it's mostly downhill, or generally speaking, overall downhill back to the truck. But it's like another 1.5 miles. So I am going to load my pack down heavy once I got everything up there and situated, shuttled, and then I'll start making runs for the truck. I'll try to just load it down as heavy as I can. See if I can get it in 2 trips. But man, I got the hide with me right here, and this is a load in itself. I have no idea what all this weighs, what it could have weighed. It's funny, you know, to be honest, like he didn't look like that big of a bear. I mean, he's got a good noggin on him, but man, after I skinned him out and laid him out flat, he's over 6 foot, nose to tail. And yeah, he's a big bear. So I don't know how many trips it's going to take me to get out of here tonight, but we're going to find out. I forgot, and I didn't start my track quite soon enough. I'd already taken the first load up to the landing, but I'm curious to break this down and actually see how much work I do to get this thing out. So like I said, that bear was a lot bigger than I realized when I shot. So I'm pretty happy right now. I'm already hurting, but it's the good hurt. Let's go. Here's first official load headed to the truck. Got the hide, head, all my extra clothes for when I get chilly, my chair, my sitting pad, everything else that's in my pack. Rifle, binos, thermocell, lifesaver, love you. I'm gonna come back for the rest of the meat and my tripod on the next round, but here we go. All right, about to start load number 2. I've got a front quarter and a hind quarter. Then I got to come back and get my blubber and another front quarter and another hind quarter. So third trip will be another front quarter and hind quarter, unless this one just completely kills me, plus blubber. And I'll be done. It looks like 3 is the magic number. Got my last load. And I've done some heavy packs before, but this is not good. This was definitely a 4 or 5 trip, but it's already late. I'm stupid. I'm stubborn. And I don't learn. Whatever. Last load, 1.5 miles. I'm going to gorge on top ramen and try to drive back to the house without falling asleep. Last load. Oh, thank God. What a day.